Hi friends, it's Teacher Nicole. Today I have two books for us to read and both of them are about pets. We've been learning about pets this week and last week. And the great thing about recording these stories on video is that you could pause after one book and come back later to read the second book with me, or you could just read both of them with me. It's totally up to you. So let's get started with our first book. The first one is The Big Pets. The girl was small and the cat was big. And on certain nights she rode on his back to the place where the milk pool was. While he drank, she swam, and she came out smelling like fresh milk. So did the other night children who gathered there. The big cat would lick off the extra. Then he and the girl walked about, drying her hair in the warm night breeze. Sometimes they saw the small boy who rode on the back of the big dog, and they waved as he headed for the bone gardens. Now, if you had a pet, where would you take your pet? Would you ride on his back into a faraway land? There he played while his dog gnawed. Together they dug up old bones with the other kids who came with their dogs. Look at all these dogs playing in the bone gardens. A mile away, at the grassy plains, a dozen kids, sometimes more, rolled and tumbled with their pet snakes. And a little beyond that, children played at the hamster holes. And at Cricket Creek, one little boy sat with his pet. Can we tell what his pet is? It looks like a bug of some sort. The cat and the girl often wondered what fun there was in that, especially when one could easily wish for a milk pool. Or a scratching forest. Or a place where the stringy vines teased. And if one were truly lucky, perhaps even an entire Milky Way. Wow, look at that. Now that would be fun. The girl was small and the cat was big. And their nights always ended in a sleeping basket that was just big enough for both of them. Oh, good night, cat and girl. So, here you could pause the video and come back later to read the next book with me, or we're just going to continue on. So the next book is If I Had a Gryphon. Look at all these wonderful animals. These are fantasy animals, which means they're in your imagination. Last week, I got a hamster, my first and only pet. He mostly eats and sleeps and hides, and gets his shavings wet. If only I could have a pet with strange and exotic powers. I know that I'd find lots to do to while away the hours. If I had a unicorn, I'd braid her silky mane. I'd make her silver shoes that twinkled in the rain. We'd prance through fields of posies and nibble nectarines. I'd shine her horn with candy corn to get a starry sheen. I bet I have a lot of friends that would love to have a pet unicorn. Unicorns are pretty, but they're also very shy. On second thought, I'd like to give a hippogriff a try. Look at that guy. A hippogriff needs lots to do, like run and jump and fetch. I take him to the dog park to give his wings a stretch. Though a hippogriff is tons of fun, the dogs might find him scary, and when it comes to playing ball, well, things could get quite hairy. Do you think those dogs are happy this hippogriff is in their park? They look a little scared. Oh, this is the fantasy pet I would have. Perhaps I'll get a Sasquatch with burly curly fur. But then I'd spend 3 hours a day attacking snarls and burrs. Look at all of his hair. That's a lot. If I had a Gryphon, I'd love each flashing feather. But she needs flying every day, regardless of the weather. If I had a Kraken, we'd swim and deep sea dive, but I would need a scuba suit in order to survive. If I had a dragon with a temperamental snout, I'd need a fire extinguisher to put her sneezes out. Why do you think she'd need a fire extinguisher to put his sneezes out? Kieran needs a field of grass, at least an ocean wide. Jackalope needs sturdy reins for bumpy, jumpy rides. Phoenix needs a chimney nest that's smoke and fireproof. Manicorn needs special flossing for each and every tooth. Look at that mouth. No, thank you. Harpies are too screechy. Chupacabras like to bite. Fairies play too many tricks, and kelpies hate the light. Basilisk is slippery. Charmy likes to scratch. Mermaids brush their hair all day, and spirits are hard to catch. Look at all these different animals. Perhaps a hamster is not so bad. In fact, he's rather sweet. I love his furry belly and his teeny tiny feet. He may not be a griffin or a creature from the sea, but I am his and he is mine, and that's enough for me. Well, my friends, thank you so much for reading 2 books with me today. That's a lot. And I hope you enjoyed listening to these books about pets. Until next time, my friends, and I will see you really soon. Have a great day.